Yes. Um,
All right, I'm gonna just use the built-in microphone for now because the mic is off. But Sammy puts us on the podcast, so I prefer not to. But anyways, we're live. Maybe Sammy can do something with the not Sammy. Maybe Sergio can do something with the audio. So Sergio, you can edit this part out. We are live on the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook page. Y'all should join me live if you're on Instagram on the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook page. Join me on the Speak Your Way to Cash Facebook page for the after party. All right. So join me there if you're watching this anywhere else. If you're listening to this on the podcast, join me live on the Facebook page. You can actually watch it back. So what we're about to do is the day 4 after party from the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge. I want y'all to see this, see how the sausage is made a little bit. Really cool. So we had a really good time. It was a really good event. Chris, how did you feel about it?
Listen, I felt amazing about it. It was off the charts. The energy actually has been escalated day after day after day. So day 4 was you came through with the fire. I mean, you really did come through with the fire, but I believe that everybody in the challenge was truly here for it.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, we had so many people. We had some folks who joined us on day 4. So all of you who haven't gotten your ticket yet, join us on day 5. Join us on day 5. Like, don't be out here like, well, I'm not gonna join because I haven't been to the other parts and all that stuff. Join us for day 5 of the challenge. Tomorrow is $1 million implementation secrets. Ooh, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? Like, high five. Who does not want that? Who does not want that? Okay. So I'm really excited to join. All you have to do is go to www.pitchyourwaytocash.com. Yes, you got to be there tomorrow. If you miss every other day, do not miss tomorrow. It's about how to be a high achiever. So let's talk about what happened on day 4 to catch y'all up, give y'all a little bit. Look at this shot that Marvin caught, Chris. What were your thoughts? Tell them what happened at this part of the presentation. What was happening in the chat from your end? What did you see? Give them a little slight overview, not too much, because they gotta get a VIP pass and watch the replay. If you get a VIP pass, you get to watch the replay. But what were you seeing, Chris? What was happening?
I believe right now you were asking them, could you go real, get deeper, get nitty gritty into the back end, right? You were asking them how real you could actually be, and people were, I mean, they were asking for it. I mean, literally in there, like, come on, like, give us everything back, pull back the wigs, take it all off, like, get down into what it takes to actually, build this business out. And we talked about some specifics. You were talking about emails, and people were, I think minds were absolutely blown. Okay, absolutely, just you reconfigured some mindsets today. All right, you people were really they were, if they were asleep before, I don't know how they could have been. They definitely woke up today.
Okay, good, because that's what we wanted, right? Like, that's what we wanted when we think about, y'all. Chris, I really wish people understood that what we had to do was expand our minds. Like, no money was happening. We would still be that young couple on food stamps, complaining, still going to church 5 times a week to, praying, doing all of that, but not growing our skill set, not growing our mindset. Like, we would not, like, come on. It's really about the mindset, y'all. When you get the replay, don't be mad at me, because we went there today. Like, we went there in a way, because I can't. Here's, like, Chris, when they first come into the challenge, a lot of people are new to me, so I just can't give them everything, because I don't want them to be too offended and they not come back. So I got to ease up into it. That's why I'm like, tomorrow's gonna be lit. 5 days in, we going there. We're going up
Listen.
right there tomorrow.
Listen, and people have to realize, like, if you're watching the replay or if you're showing up live, you all are getting a special treat because we've never done this before. We've never presented a challenge in this format before, which means that people who have come to our challenges in the past, they've only got 3 days.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So that means that they have more time with Ashley, more time with me, more time with the Speak Your Ready Cash family, team, community at large, which means if y'all don't know this because y'all don't live with her, but I live with Ashley. Ashley, when she gets excited about something, she's going all the way there, right? She gets amped up. Y'all, she's gotten amped up. We've gone beyond day 3. We just finished up day 4. Day 5? Day 5?
Yo, day 5 is gonna be like more than the cherry on top. It's literally gonna be like an explosion of awesomeness because tomorrow we're talking about how to get out of just being a learner only and how to get into being an action taker, how to step into the fullness of who you are and take action. Because guess what, y'all? You can be whoever you want to be, but if you don't become the person that takes the action, you will always be like a cup, just holding stuff.
Yes.
Not using it, not multiplying it. I was listening to someone this morning and he was like, all my money works for me. If my money ain't having babies, then that ain't money I'm putting nowhere. I was like, dang, I had never figured like that. But he was like, the mindset shifts that I've had from being in environments, being at events, investing in my business, crazy shifts. And Chris has seen all of them. Chris, do you remember my first investment with a coach?
Yes, I do.
Yep. Like literally, how excited was I to learn that information and flip it into revenue?
I mean, you were anticipating greatness. You were looking and seeking for excellence. You were trying to get to the next level. You knew that it was a possibility for you. However, you just were looking for the avenue, the method, just the strategy, one more thing that can get you to the next level. And what I would say is you have never been afraid of investing, never been afraid of being coachable, teachable, and ready to accept the advice, the knowledge. You always put your own spin on things, but you were never, ever hesitant about putting in the time, the work, the money, whatever it would take of you to get to that next level. So when you found your first coach, it was like, bet. It wasn't a matter of like, is it gonna cost you? Like, how much is it? Let me go to the bank. Let me do what I need to do. If you didn't have it, like we prepared for it, right? We made a way to get what we needed because we're not going to let money be the one thing that stops us from getting to greatness. We're not going to let an investment be the one thing that stops us from getting the information that we need to get. Somebody, one of my buddies says that success leaves clues.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add on this. Proximity grants access. You got to get closer. You got to pay to be in some rooms to get access, to get proximity to what those people who paid at that level, what they're talking about. Because sometimes what they're talking about outward facing is not the same conversation they're having inside of the room.
No.
Sometimes you got to pay to get inside of their room so you can hear what they really talking about. Because sometimes people are out here talking about being a millionaire. I heard one person say he realized that wasn't enough because the moment he spent $1, he was no longer a millionaire.
Right. No, it's not what you think. Like I remember last year was our biggest year yet, and I was like, babe, we did over $1 million in sales between these two businesses. And I was like, but babe, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't feel it. So, I'll say too, the other thing that I'll say to you guys is this. This was the portion in the event where we asked a question and it went crazy. Let me tell y'all what the question was. And it wasn't a trick question. I'm going to ask y'all watching live the same question. And let's see if y'all will answer it before we tell you what happened. So I was like, if you invest $2,500 and you learn how to make $2,500, is it a good investment? Yes or no? Is it a good investment? Yes or no? You spend $2,500 and then you learn how to make $2,500. Is it a good investment? Yes or no? And what do y'all think in the chat? Let us know in the chat what your answer is. Let us know in the chat what your answer is. Let us know in the chat what your answer is. Marvick is okay. Marvick answered. Yeah, so the thing is, it was interesting. We had some people on the yes camp, some people on the no camp, but what, like, this is what we had to break this thing down, because if today Chris teaches me how to make, so okay, we got some people in the no camp. So if today Chris teaches me how to make $2,500 and I go and make $2,500, that means I just had Chris, and Lamar Tyler says this. He's like, if I do that, that means I'm learning for free. The first time I make my investment back, now everything I learned was free. But guess what? You pay $2,500, learn how to make $2,500. You make it the first time. I don't come to your house, take that knowledge out of your head, and now you no longer know how to do it. You keep the knowledge. So you should be able to make $2,500 once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. And what's so great about information is somebody could teach me, somebody who don't even got millions of dollars could share a strategy with me that sparks an idea inside of me to do something different. And now I don't even care what that person is doing. I'm over here going in a whole new direction. So Chris, explain how this part of the session went, because I know you were in the chat talking to people. What was going on? What shifts needed to be made here?
I saw some people who was like, well, no, that's a lot of money, right? That was kind of the sentiment. I also seen some people who were like, well, you break even. And some people were just not getting it. It's like the old adage, if you teach a man to fish, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If you teach me how to make $1 million, but I had to spend $500K to get there, I don't lose out on $500K because I learned how to make $1 million. I can make that over and over and over and over again. The point is, it lives here now. That belongs to me. Now. I got that. I could run that play over and over. I could send that pitch over and over. I could continue doing that over and over. So if I spend $2,500, but I learn how to make $5K, $10K, $25K, $60K, $110K, all of those sound specific, don't they? Because those are numbers that people in our audience have come back to us and told us that they've actually landed contracts with. But they now have a foundation to land those over and over again.
And what's interesting is even the people who like come to us and they don't make any money, because let's be real, that happens too, right?
Yep.
People come in, make no money for whatever reason, and some people come in, make no money because they take no action. Some people come in, make no money, take action, but they don't. There's no stick to itness. Some people come in, decide it's not for them. Some people come in, learn the information, and just decide to store it until they're ready to use it. So there could be any number of reasons why someone comes in and makes nothing. But guess what? The knowledge don't expire. So whenever they're ready to activate the knowledge that they've learned, that activation can cause some shifts to happen in their business.
Absolutely.
And I, it was interesting going through this. Like someone on here literally said, Sheila said, man, this is a no-brainer. So you're talking about the cost of Speak Your Way to Cash Live. It's $2,500 for in-person. If you use code challenge, though, you get $250 off your ticket. Like hundreds of dollars off your ticket. If you use code challenge by Monday, I would recommend you do it today. Do not delay, do not wait, whatever. But literally, Dr. Kayla said that skill is on repeat. Plus, you're learning about licensing and automation and some other stuff. Nicole Garrett said, absolutely. Like literally, people were changing their mindset on investment and what it means and how to think about it. And let me tell y'all something. Everybody asks the same questions about a skill. Like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? That's what people think they need. But what people should be asking people about who have attained a level of success, the most interesting thing to me is not just how you did the thing. It is how you think about doing the thing over time before you see results. Like, what are you telling yourself to consistently do the things? What are the most powerful belief systems that you've adopted and that drive your action? So I really loved this demonstration. And if you all don't have your Speaker Ready Cash live tickets, you're faced with the opportunity to get out of your comfort zone, and you're not taking it. Like, literally, there's nowhere else you should be November 3rd to the 5th. Bring your husband with you, bring your kids with you, bring whoever. Like, but you need to be in the room at Speaker Ready Cash Live. If it were me, I wouldn't even be on virtual. But do what you got to do. Virtual is a good experience as well, but it ain't nothing like being inside of the room with people who believe what you believe, who are going to encourage and challenge you. There's just nothing like it. So then we went over strategy, like information and strategy on how to actually pitch LinkedIn, giving them the subject line game, literally giving them the subject line game and teaching them how to be successful at sales. Because that's what we do here. We're a sales and mindset company. Executive coaching, sales and mindset company. That is literally what Speaker Ready Cash is. We do events as the container to give y'all the information. But Chris, how was the chat going when I broke down exactly how to write emails that get opened via your prospects? What were the thoughts? Were they liking it? I don't know. I couldn't see the chats. I'm like up coaching and teaching and all that.
Unfortunately, they were not liking this point. They were loving it. I mean, they were eating it up. Literally, they were eating this up, because here's the reality of it. No matter what people say about coaching, about our program or whatever, they can't deny that we are giving people game. I don't think that there's anybody out there who are teaching what we teach, how we teach it.
No,
they're not. So it was literally life-changing for some individuals just to hear that, oh, my email subject line is too long, or it's not personal enough. You were dropping nuggets. And here's something else that we were talking about at this point: how it takes market research.
Right.
How sending out one email and then stopping all action won't get you to that goal.
But you know what though? Like, literally, y'all think that what you need is a tactic, a tip, or this or that. What you really need is to figure out how to stop quitting on yourself. Like, honestly, it sucks, because when you're always flip-flopping, you're not consistent. There's no consistency to your brand. You're quitting on yourself over and over again. And some things may get traction, but it just takes some time, y'all. Like, literally, like, Chris knows how I used to teach. I was never a bad teacher per se, but there are levels to this. Like, it only got better because we kept going. Our first event is nothing like how this 7th event is going to be. Like, you just have to stop quitting on yourself. And then we broke down the 4 things you need to have success in your business: community, accountability, in-person and virtual events, and strategy. And literally all those 4 things are included, baked into the container of Speaker Ready Cash Live. If you're a speaker, expert, entrepreneur, consultant, like, it doesn't even make sense for you not to be there, because your people will be there. Like, yes, you'll be there, but all your colleagues will be there. Like, that's where they go to get their information on this stuff.
I want to add something in. There's some people who are saying, well, is this for me if I'm still building out my program or my format, or I'm getting my signature speech together? Absolutely. Because what we're teaching you is how we were able to do it and get to where we are today. We're literally telling you these are the pitfalls that we've encountered. You don't have to go through these same challenges or mistakes the way we did, right? So if you're building out something, why not learn how to build it with the mindset of starting from the top of the market versus I'm gonna pay my dues. I got to give this amount of time. If you have a career you've been in for 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years, you have paid your dues.
Yeah.
It's time for you to reap those benefits. And we're showing you just how you could leverage your expertise, leverage all of that value that you have all that work you've already been putting in one area. We're showing you how to get directly to your target audience.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's integral. You really don't want to have a business. you don't want to have a business and not really understand sales. And like these are the types of results we're talking about. I can't wait to be in the room and build community with others. I landed my first 5-figure deal from the free summit this year. So it's obviously time for another level. Y'all, this is what I'm talking about. We literally, and when I say we get messages like this all the time, I'm not exaggerating. Every day we're hearing about people who, and first off, congrats to you, because even though we give the information to empower our clients to get results, but that result is hers. Thank you. Thank you for taking action and doing what you need to do to go to the next level. That's a big deal. So shout out to Tia Richardson for that amazing, amazing result from the summit. Don't miss the challenges, the summits, like literally don't miss it. And this year, honestly, shout out to, we work with a lot of coaches. But we started this year doing more challenges, more summits. Like shout out to the people who've invested in our business. We've hired a ton of coaches around the year, but shout out to Lamar Tyler for getting that done, like helping us to make more of an impact in our community, because what it's about for us is that it's making an impact in our community. Like that's what it's about for Chris and I. So when you think about community, accountability, in-person and virtual events, and strategy, no, there's nowhere else for that. And one of the things that I'll say too, I don't know if we covered it, but did we cover this already? The comfort zone?
You touched on it. You did a little bit.
Okay. Because that was bananas too. Like the comfort zone part was bananas as well. So y'all look, Chris, what else can we say? If people want, let me stop the screen share. We need to be full screen for this. If people want to grow their business and they want to do it by using their voice, you need to be at Speak Your Way to Cash Live. You can definitely join. Don't miss day 5 of the challenge, but you should definitely be at Speak Your Way to Cash Live. And we're doing, we have a intensive we're doing on Monday to help people build out their 30-day action plans who are ready to land larger deals even before the event takes place. So that action plan session, it's a $10,000 intensive that will, 1, include an event ticket, but 2, allow you to work with my team on an intimate level and get your 30-day action plan together. You could be doing this before the event happens. So if you're interested in that, just drop application in the chat. We'll get you an application so that you can apply for that. Or Marvick, if you're here, you could drop the application for the intensive in the chat. But I think the website is just, for those on the podcast, let me make sure I got it right. thecurrencyofconfidence.com/VIP, www.thecurrencyofconfidence.com/VIP. And one of the things, like, Chris, any final words? Because I've said all I can say, really. Like, you need to be at the event. You don't miss day 5 of the challenge. I don't know.
So if you're sitting here listening or watching and thinking, what is it that Ashley's going to teach me, right? What is it that Speak Your Way to Cash is going to coach me on to get me to the next level? You're thinking about this all wrong, because we've already shown you what it is that we do here, right? We have a podcast with almost 200 episodes, chock full of just nothing but hits after hit after hit, right? Nuggets. We have a whole 250-page manifesto full of strategies, right? We have lives. Ashley's gone live so many times I can't even count. We have a Facebook group, right? So we have put out there into the world, into the social media, what it is that we're all about. You can go to our website and see that.
Yeah.
What you need to be asking is, what am I going to do differently now that I know? Now that I can't not know. I can't unsee what I've seen here. Now that I see there's a possibility for me, what am I going to do differently with this new information? How am I going to act differently? Who do I need to get to know to get to my next level? You need to be in the room. We already just talked about that. Success leaves clues. Proximity grants access.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, people hit me up all the time. They're like, "Oh, I want this. I want this." I'm like, Are you coming to the event? Oh no, because of this excuse or that excuse or that. And it's just like, look, because we have limited time on this earth, and because I sell intellectual property, there are levels to this. So my clients in my mastermind, in our highest level programs, they get the most amount of access. There's not really there's not intense restrictions there. Like, they ask whatever they want, they get our templates, they see our back end, we're doing life together, they're working with us over an extended period of time. So that's up there, right? Then we have the event. The event is a large group experience, right? It's a large group experience, but there's more community, more attention, more access than these free challenges and summits and stuff like that. We even do hot seats and break down your businesses and do things like that at the event, especially those who have VIP. Now, VIPs at the event get even more access than the people who are just virtual, because you have to provide some level of, and I'm live on Facebook with Chris, so y'all may want to join on Facebook. But you have to provide some level. There has to be levels to this. And for all of you who are service providers, treating all clients the same doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, because you want to treat them all with respect. But when people invest at a higher level, they get a different level of proximity and access. And so one of the things that we touched on earlier, Chris, and I don't know what you thought about this, but like, I was the type of person that doesn't make bad investments. Like, every time I invest in something like a coach or a course or whatever, like, I'm the type who's going to get something out of it, even if all I get is a lesson. And that freed me up to stop having to operate in fear about every little investment and having to think for years or days or months about every little investment. And I determined that I wasn't going to let what I currently had be the compass for what I will have in the future. So I wasn't like, if I didn't have the money in the bank account, I'm not making my decisions, my dreams, my future based on what's only in my account. You literally will always make the wrong decision. Like, I'm not. Yeah. What? It was so much that went down today in the challenge. So hopefully you guys get a VIP ticket. You can watch it. You can engage with it. You can kind of feel some of the things, but you need to be there live on day 5 for our implementation secrets session. I'm telling you, there's no need in learning all this stuff if you don't know the process by which you need to think to take action. Like, you have to have a framework for taking action to get results. So, Chris, anything from you? Like, what can they expect tomorrow? Why do you think, from what you've seen and the results you've seen out of this challenge, why do you think it is critical for them to be at the challenge tomorrow morning and at the event in November?
Because people don't believe words. They believe behaviors. You can talk all day long about every single thing, about your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your admirations, your aspirations, whatever, what have you. But until you start putting pen to paper, foot to pavement, money where your mouth is, people will not believe you. You won't even believe you. I had a saying when I worked in high schools. I would tell my students, I said, you can lie to me, you can lie to other people around here, but never lie to yourself. Be true to who you are. If you know you need an accountability partner, we got pitch pals. We got people who are helping each other, who are saying, hey, are you here? Are you in the room? So if you know that something that you're looking for, your next level, if you know that Speaker Ready Cash can help you in that, you believe that Ashley can help you with that, or I can help you with that, you need to be in the room. Because only people in the room deserve to hear the conversation that's being had behind the door.
Right. Yeah, so get in the room, y'all. It's challenge week at Speaker Ready Cash Live, so we always have some cool things that we're doing for that week. If you are someone who wants to join day 5 of the challenge, it is not too late. Don't talk yourself out of it. Silence all negativity. Come to the challenge. And if you get a VIP or platinum ticket, y'all, you can literally, I'll show y'all. It's pretty cool. You can literally go to pitchyourwaytocash.com. There's a short application. It literally takes a couple seconds. And you will go to this page. You'll go directly to this page. And you'll learn you can select your ticket type. Now, when you go down here, if you get a VIP or a platinum pass to the Pitch Your Way to Cash Challenge, you'll instantly get access to a library of trainings that will, one, their bonus trainings in there, but two, it actually has the recordings of each day of the challenge. So you can literally get your ticket now, watch all 4 trainings from the days before. It recorded the platinum Q&A as well as the actual session. And then come tomorrow live for day 5. For day 5 is going to be off the chain. And literally, it could change your life. You can hear one thing that changes your life. And let me tell you, we're talking about implementation. Like how to make sure you don't treat this like you treated the last course or thing that you took that didn't work out, or like you learned that it was cool, but then you didn't implement. We're breaking down the psychology behind inaction so that you can actually get results. And I'm excited about it because it's not the things that we teach. The mindset things that we teach are not just for, they're not just for like you to make money in your business. They're literally for you to perform at the highest level in your life. In your life. You know, the people that I admire most in business are those that don't just do business well, but they do life well. They do life well. We can't wait to host you either, Tia. Can't wait to see you at the event. Excited. You got to tell your event class about that 5-figure contract you land, because you know y'all in a race with the last class to do more than they did this year. So, all right. I'm excited. I'll see y'all at the challenge. I'll see all the tabs I got open. I'm showing y'all all my laundry, child. So that's it. That's all I got. Chris, any final words of encouragement before we tap out? And shout out to the podcast fam. Leave us a review. Join us in the challenge. And I think y'all will be able to use, join us in the challenge and leave us a review. And thanks for joining us, Chris. Did y'all enjoy having Chris here?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's always cool. I'm glad I got my background finally put up. You know, we're making moves over here on this side of the office.
Yeah, your background's super cool. Like I can now see the blocks. It looks really cool.
No, and also seriously, though, no, it's been my pleasure. I have thoroughly enjoyed being a part of the Speak Your Way to Cash family. I love sharing insights that I'm learning, I'm picking up. And just know this, y'all are not the only ones who are learning from Ashley, right? I learn from Ashley every single day. So I have that proximity. And what I'm telling y'all is that we really haven't even y'all haven't even seen what she has in store for you all, the things that she wants to share with people. She's just looking for some people who are willing to listen, willing to go to that next level, willing to invest their time, their resources, their energy in getting to where she's going to. So if you want to be a part of that, come join us.
Or where you're going to. You know, one of the things, like people, I get asked a lot, can I be your mentee? And I'm just like, you like results? Like what you like? You like to talk? You like excuses? What you like? Because I hate excuses. I am an intense person, which that could be good or bad or whatever. Like we Chris talk about it all the time, but like y'all, when I tell you the reason why I'm intense is because I wake up in the morning and I'm grateful. I feel my hands, I feel my feet, I feel that I can walk, I feel that I can talk, I feel that I still have the ability of my mind. And I know that means that today is a day that I can go all in. Like literally, that's how I think about it. Because as Chris knows, and as some of you know, I know what it feels like to be in a hospital bed, not able to work, not able to use your mind the way you want to, not able to do what you want to. And I promised myself that every day I can, I'm going to do it for every day I can't.
Yeah.
And I promised myself, it don't matter what's going on around me, I'm going to lead from the front, which means when I don't feel like doing something, when I don't feel like investing, when I don't feel like pitching or being consistent or all the things, I still do it because I determined that that's the type of person I want to be. So I am intense. But what that means is if you need a push, I'll give it to you. That's what it means. That's what it means. And as my coaches know, like I do not spend a lot of time being like, but it'll never work for me. Even if I'm scared, even if I'm nervous, I'm the type to be like, Why wouldn't it work? Like a friend of mine was like, do you think this is going to happen at your event? I was like, I have no reason to believe it won't work out. What I'm not going to do is confess something that's not like, it ain't here. It's going to work. Period.
That part.
Why wouldn't it work? I have literally no evidence that it won't work. So I'll just encourage y'all with that. Like every day you can, do it for any day you can't. We don't know how long we're here. We don't know what can happen to us in between time. You don't know what's going on with family, but you need to decide the person you're going to be when things are okay. And then when things get hard, choose to keep the commitment to yourself. That's what I would say. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for joining us on the Speak Your Way to Cash podcast for our day 4 Pitch Your Way to Cash Challenge Repitch. If you don't have your ticket already, go to www.pitchyourwaytocash. And we will see y'all on day 5 of the Pitch Your Way to Cash Challenge. Woo! All right. Have a good one, y'all.